It's Sway in the morning.
Only on Shade 45.
There are a few entities in hip-hop that have kind of like, they say, even if there was world destruction, and then this analogy may seem messed up, but I don't mean it in a bad way.
Good.
Okay,
good.
Crustaceans and roaches would survive.
That's right.
Okay, because
That's right.
they have a natural, innate ability to survive. To adapt.
That's right.
Okay, and that's how I feel about Duck Down.
That's right. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people out there that's been doing anything. We were just talking a few minutes ago about people who did it the left way, did it the right way. But at the end of the day, as my man Boogie would say, if you're doing it, period, then you're doing a good thing. Because that's the bottom line. We all look at somebody or somewhere and say, I would like to get there. And somebody's looking at you saying that same exact thing. So once you're here, that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Debbie Dev had an opportunity to see you for the first time recently. Where was this at?
Yeah, this was a couple weeks ago at Southpaw in Brooklyn.
Oh, wow.
And you performed. Big Daddy Kane was there, Dana Dane. And I remember, you hit the stage, and it was my first time seeing you, especially in the element. We in your city. And it was a really, really dope experience.
Actually, we brought the night out for that, right? We had the band.
Right,
we had the band. We had Daru on the drums, cool brother. Chris Robb on the keyboards, Mark Boogie Brown on the guitar, Nate on the bass. We had some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun.
You guys, 888-SHADE-45, Buckshot is in here with us. He's about to do some songs, performing them live.
Better believe it.
Yeah, we're in the studio right now. It's the Shade 45 Sway in the Morning concert series. So, and you'll be able to see this on Sway'sUniverse.com eventually. Now, I remember back when I first started and came into radio in the early 90s, my partner King Tech and I had the show, The Wake Up Show, and one of the things we wanted to do was kind of bridge the gap between, back then rap was regionalized. You had your different tribes, if you will, where certain people in certain areas were popular. We wanted to bring all of those people together, and Boot Camp Click personified everything we were about.
Wow.
Back then, and still to this day.
Family unified family atmosphere. Everybody, moving towards one mission, because that's what we got. That's who we got. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Now, you guys have not changed a thing in my other than your music has evolved in time, but the mentality has remained the same. Even though the music business has changed, in this digital era that we're living in now. What did you and Drew Haas somehow, your partner, did y'all sit down and discuss this? I mean, what is your plan of your approach to make sure that Duck Down music has survived so long?
And I was just about to say this a little while ago, a few minutes ago. No matter who I study, no matter who is out there, when it comes to being successful, everybody say the same thing. It really is a passion. You got to have a passion. I used to hear that word and be like, it just skips over your head.
Right.
But the passion is the drive that makes you go through all the doubts. Because this is one thing you're gonna feel and face in this business, and that's a whole bunch of, what about all the thousands of other record companies out there? You know how many people is failing at that idea you just told me? That's the number one thing you're gonna hear in this business. So you gotta be passionate and strong, so that way you could believe in yourself. Because a lot of people come to the bottom line to me, which is, I really am scared of rejection. I'm so scared of rejection, and I'm so scared of being turned down or not. I'm scared of it not happening, that I'd rather just not do it, or I'd rather just come close and always have an excuse of why it was somebody else's fault.
Right.
So one thing about Duck Down is we're not perfect. That's the first thing we're going to tell you. We're not perfect. We learn as we go along. We make mistakes, but at the same time, we willing to say those things and come to that, and that's what keeps us growing, and that passion.
All right, but we got my man Buckshot in here, 888-SHADE-45. We're going to open the phone lines right now. Man, you got a slew of projects you've done. One of them, you have an album called Survival Skills.
Word up, KRS-One.
With KRS-One.
Yes, sir.
And you guys,
to the teacher.
Get to come to the teacher, come to the
That's
teacher,
right.
come to the teacher. Can we rock it to this first song? All right, and the first song we're going to do live right now. You can't hear right now? Let's adjust it. Let's make sure the levels are correct. Buckshot is in here. What you need, man?
Let me
Let me see. Just talk to me, man. I can walk you through it, man. I'm a studio engineer, too. There you go. Hold up. What you need? All right, cool. And we're going to take your calls, too, 888-SHADE-45 as we get situated. Now, this first song you did is called Runaway. Running Away, right?
Running Away. KRS-One, Survival Skills. When me and Chris did this album, it's funny because, again, to get Chris in the studio, period, it's definitely, there we go. To get Chris in the studio is definitely a mission. But he's one of the coolest dudes in the world, so yeah.
Let's do this live right here. Sway in the Morning Concert Series. Buckshot is in here. Duck Down Music. 888-SHADE-45. You have a question. This is Running Away.